Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Hen and this is Crafting from the Broom Closet, and welcome back if you've been here before. Today is the letter K of the crafting alphabet, the hashtag APC April 2025, a collaboration between many people on the internet that was set up by Margaret of Seven Plaza and Tony from Crafting with Tony. I believe that's her channel name, but it will be added in the description. So, knots. Why knots? Well, as you can see, these knots are quite decorative. They can be used to look pretty on your journal. I've made them with handles from old gift bags. So that's what these are. So this one is an infinity knot. If you pull that tight, it makes a good knot as a divider between beads or at the bottom of your cord. So if you want to use them on the dangles, that's a good idea. Same with this one. This one is the eternity knot. You can't really see it very well on this silver, but you'll see it when I demonstrate it. And that again is a nice one for in between beads, so like space between beads or at the bottom of a dangle. And then this one is the Celtic heart knot. This one is more for decoration. You can't really use it. If you put it too tight, it loses its shape. But you can see see, it's already losing its shape because I pulled it a bit. But it is the heart shape. But yes, so in fact, then loops need to be a bit wider. You fiddle out with it and you'll get it to the right shape. There you go, that's better. So the Celtic heart knot, the eternity knot, and the infinity knot. And we're going to start off with the easiest one, with the infinity knot. And I'll just pop them up there for a moment. I'm going to use an old skipping rope to demonstrate, so you can see it in lard form. So if you want it in the centre of your project, obviously start by folding your rope in half, or your cord in half. Then we make a loop like so. We bring that down. Okay, so you've got that loop there. Then you make another loop with this one, and you post it. So you make this loop and then you post this string through here, and that is how simple the infinity knot is. There you go, there's your infinity sign, and you pull it tight as you want. Ideally you want to keep the loops even, but there you go. That is how simple the infinity knot is. So next we are going to do an eternity knot. So roughly find the midway point of your cord and make a little loop like so. Then take the end of your cord, the upper part of your cord, make like some bunny ears and pop it through there. And then what you want to do is you want to pull this cord to tighten that first loop up around your bunny ears, your bunny ear even. Then you take the end of your cord and you break it through that hole like so, leaving a loop here, and then you pull here to make that tight. You want to obviously retighten the original knot you had. So there we go. So we were left with this loop. Then you take this bigger loop and you give it a twist like so. So like a figure eight. And then you poke your cord through here like so. So what you should have It looks like a mess at the moment, but once you pull it tight, you'll have this. This isn't the greatest cord to use for this because it's quite bulky, but what you have is your eternity knot. There you go. And that is an eternity knot. There you go. So last out of all of our knots that we're going to do is the Celtic heart knot. This one here. This one's a little bit more complicated. Pop that out of the way for a moment. So this is one we're aiming for now. So take your cord and produce a loop. So you've got a string, loose string going underneath the loop. Then produce another loop, and this time you want the string going over the top. So this is what you should have. String going under, string going over. So then this one, the one where it's going over, you pop under there and poke it through like so. So you should have this shape, or thereabouts. And if you look, we have 3 holes, 1, 2, 3 there. So we take your end of your rope, you go up and through, then down and through, down and through, and then up and through again. So this is now the top of your heart here. You can sort of see the heart forming, and basically you just move it and wiggle it around until you've got a lovely even heart shape. So this is the bottom of your heart here, and this is the top of your heart, the 2 loops of your heart here. Like I said, with this cord that I'm using for demonstration purposes, you can see the size of it. You're probably not going to get an even heart, but just play around with it, wiggle around with it until you get the heart shape you want. And to be fair, this isn't as flexible as I'd like it to be. To be fair, that's pretty much almost there. There you go. It's not probably not the best rope to have demonstrated with, but you just have to fiddle about with it until you get the shape you want, and that will give you your Celtic heart. The one I made earlier looks much better, but that's pretty much your moves. It's not that hard. If you want to put it on play slowly, pause a step at the time to show you how to do it. What you will eventually, like I said, you need to wiggle it about, but eventually you will get the Celtic heart. That's it for today. Oh, unless I should show you how you can use them. So, for example, if you wanted to place it on the front of your cover, like so, you would obviously need to glue it down. You could use it, if I had a longer one, I could put it on the spine like that, glue it down, and then this could be the fasteners of it. Or you could have it here on the spine and still use it as a fasteners. Have it not on the spine, on the cover, but that would need to be glued down. You could also use either of these as fasteners for your journal. Obviously, you need a longer bit of string, but this was just what I could find. If you pull this one tighter, like so, it becomes quite a nice secure knot for fastening the bottom of your dangles, for example. And the same with this one. This is the one I've already pulled that tight. That's your eternity knot. It's quite a pretty knot for using, like I said, at the bottom of dangles, or for fastening, for spaceless in between beads. So you'd put beads either side of it. And that's it. So, camera didn't like that. That is it for today. Like I said, quick, short one. And See you tomorrow.